Okay. Hi, my name's Dave Fennell, and I'm running to be your next Lieutenant Governor. I'm here at the beautiful Sundial Bridge in Redding, California, and I want to thank KCRC for inviting me to answer 10 of their questions they sent in about why I'm running to be your Lieutenant Governor. So the first question is, name 3 things about me. So you should know that I moved to California when I was 1, so I've spent my whole life in California. 2, I have made 5 trips to all 58 counties. And 3, I am an Eagle Scout avid camper, and because of that, I am always up in the Shasta Cascades visiting this region. So Chico, Redding, we were just in Alturas this morning where we actually saw eagles flying. So I know this area well and I love it. Question 2 that your group had is, why am I inspired to run for office? Well, I live in the San Francisco Bay Area, and we've had a terrible crime wave there. And because of that, seeing car windows being broken into in businesses, I ran for the Crime Prevention Council and got elected in Oakland, and ran to get lights put up under underpasses and help fight crime. And 2, I think we've also been all locked down and businesses are suffering. So I see the businesses are suffering, I see crime as an issue, and I think there's need for new leadership. My background, which was another question real quick, is I grew up in Half Moon Bay, California, went to Half Moon Bay High, went to Santa Clara University. My parents were in the tech industry, and my first job after college was selling Next Computers, which was Steve Jobs' group. So did tech for a while and became an entrepreneur, then went into music projects, which is what brought me to Oakland. One of my top priorities is, 1, keeping jobs in California. We've heard about jobs leaving California, going to Texas, going to other states. We need to stop that trend. And one of the things is, most people don't realize what the Lieutenant Governor does. The Lieutenant Governor actually writes the economic plan for the state. So you can have a real impact on setting policies that keep jobs here in California. 2, my other priority is crime. 3rd, education. 4th priority is land management. Now, the Lieutenant Governor sits on the Land Resources Board, so when we think about things like forest fire or water for our farmers, that all falls under the Lieutenant Governor. So those are some of my top priorities. And one of the reasons I plan to accomplish it is our recent Lieutenant Governor hasn't even been showing up for work. People haven't even been meeting in Sacramento. So I think half of it, we've had these politicians that get elected and then just don't do the job. They never visit Redding, they never visit Chico, they never visit any part of the North State. So I would change that. I would be in your neighborhood. The biggest challenge facing people is, I think, again, getting people back to work. I think parents are upset by schools and how long their kids have been locked down. Another question KCRC had was, how are you going to bring people together? There's a lot of divisiveness right now, but I think the sense that I feel as I travel around California is, now that coronavirus is behind us, people are really coming together and are actually excited that the state is opening back up and are ready for next steps. So I think there's an atmosphere of wanting to work together, and I'm going to embrace that and reach across the aisle to both parties to make sure we get the job done. The biggest misconception about me, I think one of the biggest misconceptions about me, and not about me, but about the job of Lieutenant Governor. Few people have heard about the job, but it's almost one of the most important jobs in Sacramento due to the boards it sits on, and no one ever knows about it. The biggest challenges I face, one of the biggest challenges I've faced in life. We've all been through hardships. I myself was in a terrible accident. They weren't sure if I was ever going to be able to walk properly again. I had to have 2 metal plates put in my spine, impacted my life, impacted my business. Took me years to recover. So I know a lot of people are suffering hardships after COVID. A lot of people are suffering hardships after the economic lockdown. I've been through hard times myself and have bounced back, and I think California is ready to bounce back. And on a final note, I would just like to say again that it's great to be here in beautiful Redding, California. It's part of the state that I love. The Bay Area, people always go to Lake Tahoe, they go to Yosemite, but you know, Shasta, Redding, this is an area I love. And I can promise you when I get elected Lieutenant Governor that you're gonna see a lot of me. So thanks so much for your time. Again, Dave Fennell for Lieutenant Governor. Please check me out at Fennell for California. Thanks again.